For more information or call to set up an appointment with a designer at 531-301-9550. As always, we got a packed show tonight. 6:15, we're going to talk Who Wants to Smoke. Casey Thompson is named QB1 by Coach Frost, so he definitely wants to smoke this evening, approaching week 0. So we'll dive into that, give our thoughts. At 6:30, we are blessed to have Brian Munson earlier in the week this week. He's going to come on, Brian Munson from On3, talk some big weekend in Husker recruiting. So we're going to dive into that, see what Brian has to say. 7 o'clock, we're going to do our top 5 rushing attacks in the AFC for this 2022 season. So we'll give our 1-2s about that. And then 7:30, we will have on a special interview with Bellevue West quarterback Daniel Kaelin. He had a big night this past Friday night against number 15 Creighton Prep. Yeah, he had a heck of a night.
He's an impressive kid. He can sling it.
He looks the part too. So we'll have Daniel on later on this evening, and we'll have a little chat with him. And of course, 7:45, we'll get into our nightly picks. News of the day, shall we? Shout out real quick to Loyola Chicago's team chaplain and number 1 supporter, Sister Jean, if you remember. She turns 103 years old today. Loyola Chicago, if you remember, was a 2018 Final Four semifinalist. I think were they their mascot's the Labradors? It's a dog. Yeah, I think it's the Labradors.
I think so. Let's see. It is the let's see.
Or Retrievers or something like that.
Maybe if I could read, that would help out.
The school is honoring Sister Jean.
The Lou Wolf, Luwolf.
Really?
So that's
way
that
off.
Is a thing.
I thought they were the Labradors. That might be the school that was in Maryland. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, it's a canine of some sort. It's in the canine species. The school is honoring Sister Jean by naming the Chicago train station plaza at the Loyola campus after the team chaplain, which will be inscribed "Home of the World Famous Sister Jean." Can they win a title for Sister Jean this year, or get to another Final Four? Let me tone it down just a little. Just get back to the Final Four to have a shot.
Can we tone it down to like the Sweet 16-ish?
Can we get to the tournament?
I think they may get back to the tournament. I just don't know how deep of a run they'll make.
I hear you.
They've had a lot of turnover the last few years, and it's big because they've been so good.
Right.
It's an impressive program. With what they've done, coming out of absolutely nowhere and making the run to the Final Four that they did a couple years back. So I'd love to say yeah, but I'm also a realist, so I'm going to say no.
Wow.
Unfortunately.
Okay. All right.
I'll be that guy on Monday.
You never in college basketball, especially now when if you get anybody that's halfway decent, they're 1, maybe 2 years if you're lucky.
Yeah.
And they're gone.
Yeah, you're not getting a 3-4 year build usually.
I mean, you never know what could happen in college basketball. So Loyola Chicago.
Fingers crossed, but
get one done for Sister Jean. I'm rooting for you. On to some other news. Hooters. Yes, that Hooters, folks. You love their chicken wings. That's right. They sign 51 offensive linemen nationwide to NIL deals. They said they wanted to switch up the narrative just a little bit and show the big guys some love. And for an eating establishment, yes.
Yeah, I don't think you can. I don't think there could be a better sponsorship deal for the big guys up front.
No, absolutely not. I saw the names of the teams that were being represented. It looks like majority SEC and ACC teams, which I believe Hooters is. They are founded in Orlando, Florida, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I believe. I think so.
I think it's somewhere in Florida. But anyway, that makes sense. Support the teams right there in your region of your home branch. They're going to be required, well, not required, but they'll be asked to visit locations I'm sure that won't be a problem.
Yeah, you're really gonna have to twist that arm there.
A kid, college kid, free wings and nice service staff. They're gonna appear in social media campaigns and encourage fans to use the restaurant for the catering and tailgating needs. They might have to kick some of these guys out of the locations.
Oh yeah,
when they
there's
visit.
absolutely no way you can foot that bill. But doesn't it feel like this is kind of what NIL is, what you want it to be, where you've got a
Yes.
company that's paying a certain number of athletes, and by the way, I don't have any problem with NIL as it is, but,
Right.
but you've got a brand that sponsors athletes, pays them. They say, hey, go here. That's kind of what it feels like NIL was thought up to be.
Yes, the spirit of it.
Yeah.
Right. No, this is amazing, often and this goes back to what I've been saying. I don't care if you don't even necessarily have to be a starter to somehow, some way capitalize off of NIL, doors being open. You can
Well,
open them for yourself.
So you remember that? I think it was a kicker from UCF years ago that was doing the trick shot kicks on YouTube and different things like that. Imagine how big of a star he would be now in the NIL era when he got his eligibility, I believe, taken away down at UCF. I think that was in the late 2010s.
Yeah, I do remember something vaguely about that situation. This is, you have gentlemen who are on the team, who are clearly going to use your product, being your food. They're going to eat your food. Their family's probably going to go there and support. They're going to bring their buddies. They're telling everybody,
it's a pretty good market to get to.
There's probably going to be swag handed out in the dorm rooms or amongst their roommates or what. I mean, this is a beautiful thing. This is for offensive linemen. What I was going to say is NIL has opened up. If you're not making money somehow, some way, it's because you don't want to.
Yeah, that's when we've talked to a bunch of the players from down in Lincoln, that's one of the things that they've brought up. And I've asked them, I go, are you guys going to approach people for deals, or are you letting them come to you? What do you feel about NIL?
Right.
They love NIL.
Right.
Everybody does, because I think everybody deserves to get paid.
Right.
But a lot of them have said, we're not going to go out and openly seek them. And I guess I don't feel the athlete should either.
Well, that's time consuming, right? You
know
what I mean?
They've already got 2 full-time jobs with playing football and being a student. I mean,
maybe in the off season, the summers. What I was going to say is any and everybody can start a podcast.
Oh yeah.
Right. And podcasts are huge right now. And if you have an actual tangible product to bring to, hey, I already have this going.
Yep.
To whatever prospected NIL, potential contractee or contractor, I guess. It makes you even more, and that's why I say you don't even have to be a starter.
No, I think
if you're on the team, you're an insider. You know what I mean?
Well, exactly. And you've got access to these guys.
On that somehow,
It's like Chancellor Brewington, Javen Wright, and I think Noah Pola Gates, they're down in Lincoln on, I think it's 90. I think it's just a podcast at this point. But they've got their own thing going where they were, they've got Ty Robinson on there. They've got Caleb Tanner. They've got those dudes on there already.
Right.
Because they've got that access. I think it's
absolutely
utilize what you got. Use your tools.
Make it happen. So shout out to all 51 of those offensive linemen, and good luck this season. Real quick before we go to break, New York Giants first round, 5th pick of the draft. Kayvon Thibodeau from University of Oregon sprains his MCL today and is out 3 to 4 weeks. He was also hurt in college the entire season, right? He didn't come back after that injury. He just kind of sat it out. And
yeah, I believe he's had some injury problems throughout college.
Yeah.
He's a freak athlete.
Yes, he is.
Just impressive specimen, explosive, but yeah, the injury bug is a thing. I can't say that this is because of something that he could have dealt with. I feel like it was, cut blocks. Have your opinions on him here, there, indifferent.
Yeah.
It was kind of a dirty play. So,
well, playing defensive end in the NFL, every play is going to seem dirty.
Well, exactly.
You better get ready.
And that's the thing is that it can look one way, but it's not it's between the lines. So it's not necessarily a dirty play, but
right. Well, and you also know referee, it's wrong, right, wrong, or indifferent. But the referees do not give rookies the benefit of that doubt, right? We know this. We've seen it. We've seen it on NFL films. You know,
100%.
the referees talk about.
They say, "Rookie,
who are you?
Get back over there, rookie. Get back in the huddle.
Get another tackle, and maybe I'll see the name on the jersey and throw the flag for you." But no, seriously, I hope Kevon has a quick recovery. That team needs him. The Giants are that NFC East team. A swing of a game or two for them, they could win that division.
They could, but being an Eagles fan here,
of course,
you
guys look great. You guys look great. You drafted great this year.
Phenomenal draft, phenomenal offseason. For Thibodeau, that was a dude that I would have loved for the Eagles to have drafted.
Yes.
Even though that he's in the division, you still hate seeing such a young, athletic, talented kid sprained MCL
go down so early.
Yeah, it's week 2 of the preseason.
Yeah, and he probably won't be fully trusting on it for a good 2 weeks till after that. So probably 6 weeks, 8 weeks.
I would say pretty easy. Yeah,
you know what I mean. So hopefully they put him on a pitch count when he comes back and just keeps an eye on him. Because you don't want your freshly drafted
that's crown jewel draft right
exactly. There. So you want to make sure it protects his future. So if you missed this segment, check it out at soundcloud.com/afterhours1620. That segment was brought to you by Caddyshack Bar and Grill. They have 2 great locations, 117th and Blondo or 181st and Harrison. Stop by tonight and grab a rib basket for just $11.99. Rib biscuit sounds good too. Caddyshack, the official watering hole of After Hours on 1620 The Zone. We'll be right back with Who Wants to Smoke right after these messages on 1620 The Zone. Hey everyone, Rob Love here for our friends at the Strike Zone Omaha. It's hot outside today, but fall is just around the corner, and so is fall ball at the Strike Zone. They have divisions for all ages and comes with elite level training from the Strike Zone. Register as an individual, as a partial, or full team today at 402-398-1238 or check out more details at StrikeZoneOmaha.com today.
Your Omaha area forecast from the Godfather's Pizza Weather Center and KETV News Watch 7 on 1620 The Zone.
Mostly clear and quiet as we head into your Monday night, expecting temperatures to fall into the mid-60s. After a mild start Tuesday, expect a couple of clouds by Tuesday morning, giving way to afternoon sunshine, toasty with a high tomorrow of 91. I'm meteorologist Caitlin Harvey with KETV News Watch 7.
At Iowa Western, your passion can quickly become your career. With more than 80 programs of study, we can put you on the right path to a rewarding career in just 2 years or less. Our caring admissions advisors and expert faculty are accessible and ready to help you find yourself and your career. Come explore your interests, your passion. Now is the time to be you at IW. Call 325-3277 today or log on at iwcc.edu.
Could your company use a fresh new marketing plan for the second half of 2022? Pixel Fire Marketing has your back. From a redesigned logo to a new website to targeting your ideal clients through audience targeting or social media marketing, Pixel Fire Marketing is your online marketing partner. If you're ready to put your best marketing foot forward, visit pixelfiremarketing.com today to take the next step. That's pixelfiremarketing.com.
Did you forget your wife's birthday? Did this commercial remind you that it's tomorrow? No problem. Janisek Florist and Greenhouse has you covered. Head over to omaha-florist.com and use promo code 1620. Not only will Janisek Florist and Greenhouse make sure your order is there and make the missus believe you never forgot, but you can also use that promo code on your next order. Anniversaries, birthdays, Janisek has you covered. Janisek Florist and Greenhouse, bailing out men since 1913.
We all have that family member who doesn't check the weather and their car gets dinged up by hail. Or they turn left on Dodge and bam, their car is in the shop. Well, stop over at 20th and Broadway next to Tobacco Hut in Council Bluffs at Jeff's Body Shop and mentioned you heard about them on After Hours. They'll take $100 off your visit, help meet your deductible, and get you back on the road tonight. Jeff's Body Shop, 20th and Broadway in Council Bluffs. Call to set up an appointment at 712-256-0552.
Cabinet Design Studios, the Metro's premier cabinet shop for your dream kitchen. Designers are on site to assist you with your complete kitchen remodel. Visit our showroom to select your cabinets, countertops, tile, plumbing, and lighting fixtures, and design your dream kitchen. Cabinet Design Studio is located at 146th and Industrial Road in Omaha. Visit cabinetsomaha.com for more information or call now to set up an appointment with a talented designer at 531-301-9550. Football season is right around the corner, and with 2 convenient locations, you're not going to find a better spot to catch the game than Caddyshack. Stop by our location on 117th and Blondo or 180th and Harrison for all the college and pro football action you can handle. Tuesdays are all-day happy hour, and you can get $1 off everything. Wednesdays are 16-ounce draws for just $1.50, and Sundays we have $5 bomb shots all day long. So come out and catch your favorite team at Caddyshack.
Has wind or hail taken its toll on your roof or siding? Or would you just want to take some preventative action ahead of the seasonal storms? Go with local. Go with trusted. Go with Pyramid Roofing. Give Pyramid Roofing a call today and have Omaha's best roofer for the last 11 years come out and make sure there are no leaks or long-term lingering issues with your roof. Find out more at pyramidroof.com or call 402-502-9300.
PyramidRoof.com, never settle for less.
You're listening to After Hours with Jimmy Allen on 1620 The Zone.
Grown-ups, in between,
Welcome back to the After Hours Lounge. This is Rob Love. We got Zach Santee filling in, and we got Dan Campanen controlling the traffic. This hour is brought to you by Cabinet Design Studio. Their talented designers will bring your dream kitchen to life. Cabinet Design Studio provides a complete design from floor to ceiling, including cabinets, countertops, tile, plumbing, and lighting fixtures. Visit cabinetsomaha.com for more information or call to set up an appointment with a designer at 531-301-9550. Who wants the smoke? It is the University of Nebraska Cornhuskers' own Casey Thompson, who was named QB1 over the weekend by Coach Frost. Thompson is only a junior. If he can figure this offense out, get some timing and chemistry with this group of wide receivers and the incoming recruiting class that's going to have quite some big names at the wide receiver position. Fellas, this is for both of you. Can this be the turning point for this program?
Oh,
I got my fingers crossed.
I think we all do. I've got everything crossed right now. I so want it to be. It does feel like it. It's this offseason.
Feels different, right?
This offseason has felt a little different, and it's been mainly since about January. It's felt different. So once the calendar turned and all the changes were made, that's when it seems like everything really kind of ratcheted up.
Yeah.
And it seemed like a more business approach ever since.
Right.
Which has been phenomenal. So kudos to those guys. But
it seems to be, in the past couple seasons, it seems like you would just see new faces. So the faces would just change in certain areas, maybe on the coaching staff. Now, it really does feel like the culture is starting to swing.
Yep. Then that's what you're starting to hear. Like,
yes,
everybody is talking, and of course, you're getting the usual offseason hype, but you're starting to hear some different things from guys that used to not be in those rooms,
right?
That have a lot of crossover now. And now you're going, oh, okay, well, we weren't hearing anything like that before.
Right.
So, hey, maybe it's just kind of hoping to maybe hear what we want to hear. But I feel like kind of going what you were saying, it does seem like there's some culture shift going on down there. Is it where we want it to be? No, but I think it's good enough to get them where they need to be this year.
Yeah. At least pointed in the right direction, right?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
We need to go that way. We're no longer looking that, behind us, no more looking in the side view mirror.
Thompson's that guy to go, hey, we're going that way.
Yes.
He's already been in the fishbowl in Austin.
Yes.
He's up in the one of the next biggest fishbowls in Lincoln.
Yep.
He seems to have he's handled his entire transfer process like a businessman.
And speaking of NIL deals,
hey,
he's not doing too bad right now.
No, he's doing well for himself.
And you hit the nail on the head there. I was gonna mention, he was hurt a lot of last season too, and when he was out there post that injury, it wasn't the best Casey Thompson that I'm sure we could probably have expected. So I'd like to see, a little bit of a chip on his shoulder, but don't get crazy.
Yeah, I think there's always that fine line between being chippy and then being insane.
You do not need to be, if you do get outside the pocket, I don't want to see you taking on tacklers. Get out of bounds, man.
Yeah.
Or slide, do something.
Whatever you do, just don't throw it late across the middle to the opposite side of the field, please. Just don't do that. I'll be fine.
Man, that
I don't have high
drives me
expectations.
crazy.
Just don't do that.
Don't do that. He brings a package of speed and passing. What do you expect out of him week 0?
With him being, I think the next time he'll be in front of the media, he'll be 24. I thought I heard today.
Okay.
So with him being an older, more experienced quarterback and playing Division I, I expect him to kind of rally the troops on Saturday. I expect a pretty big game from him, in all honesty, and it may not show up numbers wise, but I think it'll show up by calming the team down. If they get against a little adversity or anything like that, I think you're going to see him really show up as kind of the on-field coach this week.
Okay.
I do think he'll put up some decent numbers, but I think you'll really see the elder statesman in him come out.
Yeah, I'm a big third down guy. Everybody knows that. I mean, if you want to play, once you get past high school, third down as a quarterback is where you earn your name.
That's your money down right there.
You know what I mean? You have a plethora of guys who can get you yardage and move the sticks on a third down. One of them was a teammate at Texas, Marcus Washington. Thank you. I expect him, if he is the guy that is being presented to us, I want to see on the first third down. I don't care if it's third and short. Okay. Now I will tell you on third and short, if we do call Thompson's number right behind the center, can we please go up from underneath center with that play, please?
Yeah, not be 4 yards back in the shotgun. That'd be super.
Man, it drives me crazy. That and that bubble reverse, or whatever, the jet zoom reverse, or rip that page out of the playbook and throw it in the circular file, please.
Yeah, if we can get rid of those two plays,
I
the quarterback draw and the
I don't care if it's Madden. I don't care if it's EA Sports, NCAA 14. Shout out to EA Sports. Bring it back, please. I know you're in the process. Anyway, I hate that play.
I will say I'll probably be upset if I see more than, I want to say, 4 design quarterback runs for Thompson.
Yeah, no.
You should not have to have a quarterback run. If he scrambles out of pocket, that's one thing. But he should not have to run the ball on a design quarterback run.
No. And you know why? Even more so? We've seen these guys we got in the running back room. Are you kidding me?
Well, so here's
some serious
crazy stat
horsepower.
About Scott Frost quarterbacks, 500 yards. Every one of them has had, I believe, in rushing.
Somebody in that room was 1,000-yard rusher.
Yeah.
If you give them the carries, I think 2 or 3 of them guys in maybe all of them are capable.
Yeah,
of 1,000-yard seasons.
I think you've got a lot of guys back there, and they've got a lot of complementary skill sets, which is phenomenal because you've got your big back, you've got your receiving back, you've got your kind of all-around guy. If I were to say the running back room gave you 25 touchdowns this year, would you be happy with that?
Absolutely.
And I'm not talking receiving; I'm talking about rushing.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely.
I think that's a pretty good number, and that's the number to kind of shoot for: 25 to 30.
That's a good, solid number. Collectively
as a room. Yep.
There should be no issues, with this running back room and the talent that's in it should be able to give the passing game the room that it needs to get those linebackers to back up a little bit, get that secondary to look. They're looking from the hash of the sideline to see what the wideouts are doing instead of looking at the running back.
Yep.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
Looking at the running back, see what they're doing instead of, looking at the wide receivers.
And that's what I'm going to be really interested to see what Whipple comes out with, to see what kind of tone he wants to set. If he wants to set hey, we're just going to march the ball. And, when you can stop us, then we'll switch it.
Exactly. So shout out to Casey Thompson for getting it done. We're going to be looking out for him on the week 0 in Dublin. And then hopefully he has a good outing, safe outing, right? We definitely don't want any injuries while we're in Ireland. So hopefully everybody can hopefully we can get a W without having to withstand any injuries this week. If you missed this segment, check it out at soundcloud.com/afterhours1620. This segment was brought to you by 402 Barbecue. Stop by 3027 South 84th Street, Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 6. Try our personal favorite. It's the Cadillac sandwich. It's brisket, pork, and it's topped with the world-famous smoked mac and cheese. Mentioned to Kelly that the After Hours team sent you down there, and they're going to throw in a free soda with their purchase. That's 402 Barbecue, 3027 South 84th Street. Stop by tomorrow and grab lunch. We'll be right back with Brian Munson from On 3 right after these messages on 1620 The Zone.
You couldn't get this color if you had a personal genie. You know I keep it hip-hop, man, yeah, my
Hey everyone, Rob Love here for Ace Handyman Services. It's a game week. Do you want to watch college football this weekend, or do you want to be hanging off a ladder? Call Ace Handyman Services at 402-702-7274. Talk to Sherry, have her send the guys out, and get your honey-do list knocked out so you can watch the games all weekend, baby.
At Iowa Western, your passion can quickly become your career. With more than 80 programs of study, we can put you on the right path to a rewarding career in just 2 years or less. Our caring admissions advisors and expert faculty are accessible and ready to help you find yourself and your career. Come explore your interests, your passion. Now is the time to be you at IW. Call 325-3277 today or log on at iwcc.edu.
Sure, it's hot outside now, but fall is just around the corner, and so is fall ball at the Strike Zone. Players of all ages are signing up for elite-level training right now, so don't miss the chance for the player in your life to get some extra work on the diamond this fall. You can sign up an individual player or partial or full teams right now at 402-398-1238, or check out StrikeZoneOmaha.com to find out why, if you train at the Strike Zone, you can compete anywhere.
Did you forget your wife's birthday? Did this commercial remind you that it's tomorrow? No problem. Janisek Florist and Greenhouse has you covered. Head over to omaha-florist.com and use promo code 1620. Not only will Janisek Florist and Greenhouse make sure your order is there and make the missus believe you never forgot, but you can also use that promo code on your next order. Anniversaries, birthdays, Janisek has you covered. Janisek Florist and Greenhouse, bailing out men since 1913.
It's football season. Do you really want to spend your weekend doing the honey-do list? Grab a seat on the couch and call Ace Handyman Services at 402-702-7274. Let Ace Handyman Services come out, patch that drywall, mount that TV, and fix the fence so you don't have to chase Fido down the street while your team's QB is diving for a touchdown. Ace Handyman Services, 402-702-7274. Now serving Omaha and Lincoln.
When you think Caddyshack, you think about an unforgettable dining experience. Stop in Monday and get an $11.99 basket of ribs. Tuesdays are all about the New York strips. Celebrate a Wing Wednesday with After Hours, or grab some prime rib and a baked potato for just $11.99 on Fridays. Want to catch some live football on Sundays? Stop in and grab any burger and domestic draft beer or soda for just $11.99. Caddyshack has 2 great locations, off 117th and Blondo and 180th and Harrison. Caddyshack, the official watering hole of After Hours on 1620 The Zone. Cabinet Design Studios, the Metro's premier cabinet shop for your dream kitchen. Designers are on site to assist you with your complete kitchen remodel. Visit our showroom to select your cabinets, countertops, tile, plumbing, and lighting fixtures, and design your dream kitchen. Cabinet Design Studio is located at 146th and Industrial Road in Omaha. Visit cabinetsomaha.com for more information, or call now to set up an appointment with a talented designer at 531-301-9550.
We all have that family member who doesn't check the weather and their car gets dinged up by hail, or they turn left on Dodge and bam, their car's in the shop. Well, stop over at 20th and Broadway next to Tobacco Hut in Council Bluffs at Jeff's Body Shop and mentioned you heard about them on After Hours. They'll take $100 off your visit, help meet your deductible, and get you back on the road tonight. Jeff's Body Shop, 20th and Broadway in Council Bluffs. Call to set up an appointment at 712-256-0552.
Has wind or hail taken its toll on your roof or siding? Or would you just want to take some preventative action ahead of the seasonal storms? Go with local. Go with trusted. Go with Pyramid Roofing. Give Pyramid Roofing a call today and have Omaha's best roofer for the last 11 years come out and make sure there are no leaks or long-term lingering issues with your roof. Find out more at pyramidroof.com or call 402-502-9300.
PyramidRoof.com, never settle for less.
You're listening to After Hours with Jimmy Allen on 1620 The Zone.
Welcome back to the After Hours Lounge. I'm Rob Love. We got Zach Santee filling in for Jimmy tonight, and we got Dan Campion running the board. This hour is brought to you by Cabinet Design Studio. Their talented designers will bring your dream kitchen to life. Cabinet Design Studio provides a complete design from floor to ceiling, including cabinets, countertops, tile, plumbing, and lighting fixtures. Visit cabinetsomaha.com for more information or call to set up an appointment with a designer at 531-301-9550. We are blessed to have Brian Munson from On3 to join us this evening to talk some Husker recruiting. And a big weekend it was, Brian. How you doing this evening?
I am doing fine, man. How about yourself?
Not too bad, not too bad. We got some good questions for you this evening, I feel, so we'll get right into it. A plethora of guys made it known this weekend that they are committed to the Huskers over the weekend, with some serious names on this list like Maverick Noonan, Amarion Miller, and quarterback William Watson from Massachusetts. Who do you feel is the headliner amongst those names?
Ooh. Wow.
It was a long list. I didn't have enough time to type all those names there was some heavy hitters on there.
Yeah. So first of all, let me just go ahead and I'm not going to sit here and pander to the audience, but Maverick Noonan is a personal fave.
Yeah, definitely.
There are just some things about him in my personal opinion where I just feel like as polished as a guy could be at the high school level, like his best days of playing football are ahead of him. Okay. And I think it's just about, him getting down to Lincoln, having a chance to kind of soak it all in and having a chance basically to kind of get into that strength and conditioning program, get into that dietary, the sports nutrition side of it, just kind of letting that body grow and take off a little bit. I just feel like there's so much to be excited about, like when it comes to like his senior season and what it's going to look like, but it's also like better days are still yet to come. And Amarion Miller, number 4, like that guy is a dude, and he's kind of one of those guys that left Lincoln following his official visit, kind of went quiet, and then all of a sudden, pops up out of nowhere and makes his commitment. And it was pretty huge. Another guy that's like that too, and I've got a story coming up on him tomorrow, Jaden Doss. Jaden Doss is another dude that's in the class that I just absolutely think can do some great things in Nebraska, whether it's as a receiver or on special teams. They're going to find multiple ways to get him the football, and he is just a playmaker.
Oh, hey, Brian, a quick question for you on the list of players that committed and I guess have committed in general. Were there any names on there that kind of surprised you?
Just in the class in general?
Yeah, just in the class in general. Was there a name that I guess went from completely off the radar to, I guess, being now a commitment?
Yeah. If there was a name that we weren't talking about, maybe till mid-May, it was probably Cameron Lenhart. I think we had kind of had a few other edge guys that were kind of being mentioned, and when Lenhart's name came up, it was for a later date in the month of June. You didn't really know what to kind of make of it, and he had the Penn State and he had Michigan State both looking at him. So it looks like he was Big Ten bound. And it was just like, you just kind of go, okay, I don't know really like what to kind of make of this one. And I know that he's not really like technically in the boat yet, but I mean, when it comes to guys like that officially visited that Nebraska's like in a really, really good spot with, I think it's Lenhart, but like other surprises that were on the commitment list, Amorian Miller is like the only guy that pops out like that. It kind of comes out. I mean, but that's really the guy I think. Miller to me probably been the most surprising. But like as far as the guys that officially visited in June and who Nebraska still has really a chance to get, Cameron Lenhart is the guy on defense. I think to me that was just kind of surprising because he just kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I saw that. We're with Brian talking Husker recruiting with Brian Munson from On3. Any thoughts on Caleb Bryant recommitting from Utah?
Yeah, I was surprised. I've caught up with him at least twice, maybe 3 times. And the last 2 times I've been sure to ask him like, hey dude, like, does Utah understand that you're going to take these trips? Well, no, but they haven't really said anything to me about it. Okay. Like it seemed kind of strange. And it just seemed like, you know, at the point where I think that Utah felt like he was going to get too popular, which is probably shortly following the Nebraska offer, probably at the time he got the USC offer, and then of course Oregon takes note and extends an offer as well. It was one of those things that just seemed like he was not going to end up at Utah, and I think that was really my thought. Like after Nebraska had offered him, a guy from Mississippi that looks like that plays like that, just wasn't going to be a Utah guy. That's my personal opinion. That was always what I felt about it. So for him to still make that decommitment based on how he was kind of playing it, that was surprising. That was surprising to me. So I think Nebraska is in a decent position here because I think that where they kind of entered into the whole equation was kind of getting the ball rolling with his late popularity. That's pretty big, but obviously it's like Nebraska, USC, Oregon, and Miami. So it's a tough kind of Final Four list for Nebraska to get there, you know, to get him out and pull him out of Vicksburg. But I think he's going away to any school that he wants to go to, and that's still important to kind of remember. And I think Nebraska's got a good situation to kind of sell him with. He's somewhere between kind of a defensive end 5 technique and what could probably be a 3. He's a little light for a 3 right now, but really, really athletic, great playmaker, fun to watch. But yeah, that was a surprising decommitment.
Yeah, kid that's that big and athletic. I mean, for them to even have gotten a commitment to begin with is impressive. But speaking of you know, big star athletes, Malachi Coleman, anything new on that front?
You know, Malachi's kind of adjusting his date a little bit. You know, nothing huge. I think it's gonna, you know, it's the thing that I keep saying. Nebraska fans are gonna have to be comfortable, you know, being uncomfortable with Malachi. He released a social media tweet yesterday that had him in a bathtub, kind of recreating that famous picture of the other player that sat there in the bathtub with all of his recruiting letters, and there was a K-State letter right on top, which is a little bit, you know, puzzling because K-State was not in the top 7 list. And you know, and he's going to take some official visits in September. Let's just get down to it. I mean, he's going to take some trips.
Right.
He's going to really enjoy those trips.
He's a free agent.
Thinking about things. What's that?
He's a free agent.
He is a free agent.
Yes.
He's absolutely a free agent, and he's one of the best, if not the best, Nebraska, you know, prospect to come out at least in a very long time. I'd say at least like going back to like Amon-Gra. I mean, this is how heralded this guy is.
Okay.
So, but that kind of puts it in perspective. But I mean, I think that's it's so significant. Nebraska fans want him so bad on the commitment list.
Yep.
He's gonna tear it up those first 4 or 5 games before he commits. There's no doubt about it.
Right.
And he's going to take some official visits to some places that not a lot of other players from the state of Nebraska have had a chance to take a trip to for. So that is kind of putting it all in perspective. And I still feel like really good about things with Nebraska, but he's going to make you sweat a little bit.
Okay. Real quick before we get out of here, Casey Thompson named QB1. Any thoughts?
You know what? I hope that there's a lot of confidence from the coaching staff in him, and that's really what kind of got it there. Because I know that the skill sets are good, but you got to have that confidence in that player, because I think Nebraska's got that kind of thing kind of starting out of the gates here. They're going out there to this really weird neutral environment against a Big Ten opponent that they kind of ran out of the stadium last year, and I don't know if they're going to be a whole heck of a lot better this year, but Nebraska's got to go out there and show that they've got an identity. And that's really what it's going to start with. It's going to start with Thompson. It's going to start with that offensive line. It's going to start with the run game as well. I mean, those are the things they've got to get going. And if he's proven to them, you know, through his consistency and through his decision making, and they have confidence in him, that'll come out in the play calling. And that's really what Nebraska fans need to see, is that they have a confidence in the guy that they got as their QB1, and they can go ahead and tell him to go out there and run the offense, as opposed to, you know, reining it back a little bit and reining it in, and, you know, a lot of check down stuff, whatever. Guys, they need to challenge the field, and they need to be confident in that.
Right. Well, hey, Brian, thank you very much for hopping on with us this evening. Brian Munson from On3 talking Husker recruiting. We'll get with you next week, I guess.
All right. Be good, guys.
Yep, you too. Thanks. If you missed this segment, check it out at soundcloud.com/afterhours1620. This segment was brought to you by Pyramid Roofing. If wind or hail took a toll on your roof during this summer, don't wait till next spring to get it replaced. Call the #1 roofer 11 years in a row, Pyramid Roofing, at 402-502-9300. Have a local technician in the area come out, give you an estimate so you know what you're working with when the roof is getting replaced or fixed. Call Pyramid Roof today or check them out at Pyramid. Call Pyramid Roof today or check them out at pyramidroof.com. Thank you. We'll be right back with the social media soundbite right after these messages on 1620 The Zone. Hey everyone, Rob Love here for Janicek Florist and Greenhouse. Are you in the doghouse right now with the lady in your life? Want to get out and save money while doing it? Head over to omaha-florist.com. Let Janicek Florist and Greenhouse bail you out today. Use our promo code 1620 and save $20 off your order, and you can use it as often as you like, folks. Keep the missus happy. Don't forget omaha-florist.com. Promo code 1620. Use it today. Use it early. Use it often for your anniversary, her birthday, your dog's birthday, neighbor's birthday, whatever.
At Iowa Western, your passion can quickly become your career. With more than 80 programs of study, we can put you on the right path to a rewarding career in just 2 years or less. Our caring admissions advisors and expert faculty are accessible and ready to help you find yourself and your career. Come explore your interests, your passion. Now is the time to be you at IW. Call 325-3277 today or log on at iwcc.edu.
Could your company use a fresh new marketing plan for the second half of 2022? Pixel Fire Marketing has your back. From a redesigned logo to a new website to targeting your ideal clients through audience targeting or social media marketing, Pixel Fire Marketing is your online marketing partner. If you're ready to put your best marketing foot forward, visit pixelfiremarketing.com today to take the next step. That's pixelfiremarketing.com.
Cabinet Design Studios, the Metro's premier cabinet shop for your dream kitchen. Designers are on site to assist you with your complete kitchen remodel. Visit our showroom to select your cabinets, countertops, tile, plumbing, and lighting fixtures, and design your dream kitchen. Cabinet Design Studio is located at 146th and Industrial Road in Omaha. Visit cabinetsomaha.com for more information, or call now to set up an appointment with a talented designer at 531-301-9550.
It's football season. Do you really want to spend your weekend doing the honey-do list? Grab a seat on the couch and call Ace Handyman Services at 402-702-7274. Let Ace Handyman Services come out, patch that drywall, mount that TV, and fix the fence so you don't have to chase Fido down the street while your team's QB is diving for a touchdown. Ace Handyman Services, 402-702-7274. Now serving Omaha and Lincoln.
Football season is right around the corner, and with 2 convenient locations, you're not going to find a better spot to catch the game than Caddyshack. Stop by our location on 117th and Blondo or 180th and Harrison for all the college and pro football action you can handle. Tuesdays are all-day happy hour, and you can get $1 off everything. Wednesdays are 16-ounce draws for just $1.50, and Sundays we have $5 bomb shots all day long. So come out and catch your favorite team at Caddyshack. Cabinet Design Studios, the Metro's premier cabinet shop for your dream kitchen. Designers are on site to assist you with your complete kitchen remodel. Visit our showroom to select your cabinets, countertops, tile, plumbing, and lighting fixtures, and design your dream kitchen. Cabinet Design Studio is located at 146th and Industrial Road in Omaha. Visit cabinetsomaha.com for more information or call now to set up an appointment with a talented designer at 531-301-9550.
Did you forget your wife's birthday? Did this commercial remind you that it's tomorrow? No problem. Janisek Florist and Greenhouse has you covered. Head over to omaha-florist.com and use promo code 1620. Not only will Janisek Florist and Greenhouse make sure your order is there and make the missus believe you never forgot, but you can also use that promo code on your next order. Anniversaries, birthdays, Janisek has you covered. Janisek Florist and Greenhouse, bailing out men since 1913. What's better than smoked meats? Smoked meats and sweet treats. Get the 402 barbecue truck to come to your event or stop by 402 Barbecue's drive-thru at 84th and Spring today. Try Rob and Jimmy's favorite, it's the Cadillac. It's brisket and pork topped off with their world-famous smoked mac and cheese. Choose between one of their 6 handmade sauces to pair up with your favorite sandwich. Mention After Hours and the 402 Barbecue team will throw in a free soda with purchase.
We all have that family member who doesn't check the weather and their car gets dinged up by hail. Or they turn left on Dodge and bam, their car's in the shop. Well, stop over at 20th and Broadway next to Tobacco Hut in Council Bluffs at Jeff's Body Shop and mention you heard about them on After Hours. They'll take $100 off your visit, help meet your deductible, and get you back on the road tonight. Jeff's Body Shop, 20th and Broadway in Council Bluffs. Call to set up an appointment at 712-256-0552.
Now back to After Hours with Jimmy Allen on 1620 The Zone.
That's for Jimmy. Welcome back to the After Hours Lounge. I am Rob Love. We got Zach Santee filling in for Jimmy tonight and Dan Campen telling us what to do. This hour is brought to you by Cabinet Design Studio. The talented designers will bring your dream kitchen to life. Cabinet Design Studio provides a complete design from floor to ceiling, including cabinets, countertops, tile, plumbing, and lighting fixtures. Visit cabinetsomaha.com for more information or call to set up an appointment with a designer at 531-301-9550. Dan Campen, what might you have for our social media soundbite this evening?
Well, we have
let the people know.
We've got a slight quarterback controversy brewing in the one place where you wouldn't think it would.
Oh, Lord.
My Green Bay Packers.
Go, Pack, go.
So obviously they're doing lineman drills for some pass blocking.
Yeah, right.
And who do you put in at quarterback to replace Aaron Rodgers for a good old-fashioned pass blocking drill?
Jordan Love.
David Bakhtiari.
Oh, okay.
David Bakhtiari's calling out the plays, getting everyone all set up, and he's even doing checkdowns at the line.
Nice.
Could David Bakhtiari be the next quarterback of the Green Bay Packers?
Oh, he's definitely a threat.
Obviously.
He is the second most accurate quarterback they got on the roster. So,
I mean, I'd believe it.
Is Jordan Love done? Is he a bust, Dan?
I wouldn't say he's a bust. I honestly don't know how to feel about him, though, because I really love, it's kind of one of those things where you wish you were the fly on the wall, or like, Rob Domofsky in this case, like, one of Aaron Rodgers' favorite people to talk to as far as ESPN goes.
That's great and all, Dan, but you guys used a first-round pick on him.
Yeah, I know. Believe you me, I'm one of those guys where I love watching the draft, and I may or may not have said, why did we trade up? Why are we drafting a quarterback? Why is it this random guy? I've never heard of Jordan Love before at all. We could have used that pick on any other
Utah
quarterback.
State.
I really hope that's
Aggies.
how calmly you said all of that too.
Oh no, I'm only being calm right now because I lost my voice
What
yesterday
happened?
at a remote.
Oh, he's a poor man's Patrick Mahomes. He's throwing off backwards and all this other stuff.
It could be great.
And he
But probably
started
not.
what 1 year college football?
Yeah.
I think he only started for 1 year, and he's only played in one actual game.
Oh, yeah.
That's not
I
a
believe
preseason
he's
game.
had since he's been in the league, he has the most interceptions thrown in preseason of all quarterbacks.
Oof. That's
That's
not
against second, third, fourth stringers.
That's not
Dudes
great.
that didn't even make the roster because he's not seeing those reps against first teamers. At least to my knowledge that I remember.
No, because usually your weeks 1 and 2 is mostly your backups, and then your week 3 is kind of your dress rehearsal, and then your 4 is no starters almost.
Yeah.
So yeah, not a great first couple of weeks to throw a lot of interceptions.
On a more positive note out of
Yes.
Packers camp, though, Matt Schneiderman of, I believe, of The Athletic. He's the beat writer for the Packers from The Athletic. He has actually pointed out today that Aaron Rodgers, in interviews over the weekend, said that he actually tries to have one-on-one lunches with his teammates. And a big focus has been, all of the new wide receiver talent, especially now that he criticized them the other day.
That's smart.
But he said that he's had a couple with Romeo Dobbs, and that Devontae Wyatt has actually just walked up to him multiple times when they've just been sitting down for lunch period and just will sit across from him and just chat with him, which is a big step when you're working with someone who's got as big of a personality as
Anybody-
Aaron Rodgers.
Hey, Aaron, anybody sitting here? Yeah, you. Go ahead.
Go ahead, take a seat. I love petty Aaron Rodgers. That's like my favorite person.
I also, for my own entertainment, I love condescending, passive aggressive Aaron Rodgers as well.
Oh, it's just incredible when you've got someone that's a black belt in it.
Taekwondo.
Just they're so good at it that it's incredible to watch. I love it.
The judo of minds. I think this is cool. I still think that Aaron Rodgers does this every training camp. He gets on the rookie wide receivers every season.
I mean, it seems to have paid off every season. I mean, you're in the playoffs every year. You have one of the best quarterbacks playing the game right now, but if he's telling you you're slacking, I'm inclined to believe him a little bit.
It's to light a fire.
Yeah.
To let them know, hey, you're not in college anymore. This is the next level.
I mean, you've got a lot of young guys there working with a guy that's at the end of his career.
You're not faster and stronger. Everybody else is. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Is what that talk is about. I think him taking that leadership and having the one-on-one lunches with guys, that's excellent. You know what I mean?
It's building that camaraderie.
And as anyone else on that team, other than somebody who's been, that's a veteran and knows, man, this is just Aaron's mind games with these young guys. You know what I mean? I think Aaron does that to let guys know, hey, here's what you can work on, right? Here's what I need. Here's what I expect from you. With an echo in our room.
Got it fixed. Don't worry about it.
Okay, thank you. I got a congregation behind me.
I was gonna
Agreeing.
say, that's a heck of a drop.
Yes,
that
it
you
is.
just put out.
But no, I'm still. It's Green Bay's running game that really needs to be the spotlight.
Yeah, you need Aaron Jones to, I don't want to say bounce back, but you need Aaron Jones to be the guy and let A.J. Dillon be the hammer that he is.
May I just say real quick?
Please.
How about we do this instead?
Okay.
In the playoffs, when you're at home at your venue that you know is cold and that you know you have the advantage at,
Don't throw to the running back out of the backfield.
just hand it off to A.J. Dillon and let him run the ball right up the middle.
3
or
yards, 3
hand
yards
the
a
ball
pop,
up to
guaranteed.
Aaron Jones.
Yep.
Let him run it right up the middle.
3 yards a pop, guaranteed.
That way you don't lose to Jimmy Allen, San Francisco 49ers, get knocked out of the playoffs, and don't get your chance to go to the Super Bowl.
He's been so close 2 years in a row.
And yes, I did freak out last year. That happened to be the same day as my sister's birthday. And I whipped off my mask after we got out of this restaurant so fast and so hard that my glasses flew off my head and into the middle of the street. And all of her friends were like, "Oh, Dan takes football too seriously."
Yeah.
It's my life.
Oh,
It's
that's
my
incredible.
party and I could cry if I want to.
Well, that's unfortunate. I'm sure Jimmy was really nice and wouldn't rub it in at all.
I was really glad that was before I was really taking over the show and Chance was here, because I was like, ooh, I would not hear the end of that for a whole 2 hours.
You don't want to be on the other side if that's your team there.
Let's
against
talk
them.
LaFleur real quick before we go to break. Given it's on his watch, they took Jordan Love with, what was it, the third pick of the first round?
No, I think it was
Maybe fifth pick, 10th pick.
No, I think it was like 24, 26. It was a later.
So it
pick.
wasn't a top 10 pick.
No, it wasn't a top 10 pick, but still, I mean, you're
'Cause
saying
they're-
the first when
they
you
would've been
had
too good, but they traded up. Either way, they gave up some picks to get.
and there were
him.
some big receivers still on the board where it's like, okay, they're trading up
T.
to take
Higgins.
this guy.
Yeah, I saw that list of players that they could have taken.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you take any of these guys, and maybe he gets us. You get a Super Bowl, at least get the one.
Yeah, unless you had that conversation with Rodgers that, hey, this is my last year. That's that conversation was had, and it doesn't seem like it was.
If let's say it's a given, I say they're going to get to the playoffs. They're going to win the NFC North. Okay, I'll give you that, Dan.
Okay, I'll take it.
If they are another one and done in the playoffs, does LaFleur keep his job after the season?
Probably not, but I think that also depends upon, like, after this season's over, if they don't, at least make it to the Super Bowl, I think you have to say, one, Aaron, sit down with Gutekunst and, really just be open and honest, which is something that hopefully he'll be able to do.
Yeah.
And say, I'm in, I'm out. If you're out, good. LaFleur, you can stay.
Right.
If he's in, I have a feeling that Aaron Rodgers is going to really start to push and say, hey,
well,
this guy's not working out with me. We're basically the same age, and this
Yeah.
is not happening.
He resigned for, was it 4 years?
Yes, it was.
Is the fourth year optional?
I believe so.
Player option? No, why? I mean, player of his caliber. I mean, you don't even offer a contract without there being the player option on it. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it's non-starter without that. Well, they're kind of stuck for at least 3 of these years. Whether, I mean, you let it ride, right? Aaron, little advice. Not check down, but audible into a running play. Use these running backs while they're young and they're hungry and they can get it done. Give you a little breathing room. And I can't believe I'm giving advice to arch enemy / rival, but we'll keep an eye on that. Cheers, Aaron Rodgers. If you missed the social media soundbite and want to check it out, head over to soundcloud.com/afterhours1620. Social media soundbite is brought to you by Pixelfire Marketing. If your business needs help with social media marketing, website design, or online advertising, pixelfiremarketing.com is here to help. Their social media experts will ignite your social media presence, entice your ideal client, and engage your brand to help your business. Check out pixelfiremarketing.com for more information. We'll be right back with our top 5 lists of rushing attacks in the AFC for 2022, right after these messages on 1620 The Zone.
Daps and hugs, mean mugs and shoulder shrugs, and it's all because accumulated enough spice just to navigate.
Hey everyone, Rob Love here for Jeff's Body Shop. We all have the family member who doesn't check the weather and their car gets dinged up by hail, or they turn left off Dodge when they aren't supposed to, and bam, car is in the shop. Well, stop over at 15 South 20th Street in Council Bluffs at Jeff's Body Shop. Mention you heard about them on our show. They're going to take off $100 off your visit, help meet your deductible, and get you back on the road tonight. Jeff's Body Shop, 15 South 20th Street in Council Bluffs.
At Iowa Western, your passion can quickly become your career. With more than 80 programs of study, we can put you on the right path to a rewarding career in just 2 years or less. Our caring admissions advisors and expert faculty are accessible and ready to help you find yourself and your career. Come explore your interests, your passion. Now is the time to be you at IW. Call 325-3277 today or log on at iwcc.edu.
Has wind or hail taken its toll on your roof or siding? Or would you just want to take some preventative action ahead of the seasonal storms? Go with local. Go with trusted. Go with Pyramid Roofing. Give Pyramid Roofing a call today and have Omaha's best roofer for the last 11 years come out and make sure there are no leaks or long-term lingering issues with your roof. Find out more at pyramidroof.com or call 402-502-9300.
PyramidRoof.com, never settle for less.
We all have that family member who doesn't check the weather and their car gets dinged up by hail. Or they turn left on Dodge and bam, their car's in the shop. Well, stop over at 20th and Broadway next to Tobacco Hut in Council Bluffs at Jeff's Body Shop and mention you heard about them on After Hours. They'll take $100 off your visit, help meet your deductible, and get you back on the road tonight. Jeff's Body Shop, 20th and Broadway in Council Bluffs. Call to set up an appointment at 712-256-0552.
It's football season. Do you really want to spend your weekend doing the honey-do list? Grab a seat on the couch and call Ace Handyman Services at 402-702-7274. Let Ace Handyman Services come out, patch that drywall, mount that TV, and fix the fence so you don't have to chase Fido down the street while your team's QB is diving for a touchdown. Ace Handyman Services, 402-702-7274. Now serving Omaha and Lincoln.
Cabinet Design Studios, the Metro's premier cabinet shop for your dream kitchen. Designers are on site to assist you with your complete kitchen remodel. Visit our showroom to select your cabinets, countertops, tile, plumbing, and lighting fixtures, and design your dream kitchen. Cabinet Design Studio is located at 146th and Industrial Road in Omaha. Visit cabinetsomaha.com for more information or call now to set up an appointment with a talented designer at 531-301-9550.
Did you forget your wife's birthday? Did this commercial remind you that it's tomorrow? No problem. Janisek Florist and Greenhouse has you covered. Head over to omaha-florist.com and use promo code 1620. Not only will Janisek Florist and Greenhouse make sure your order is there and make the missus believe you never forgot, but you can also use that promo code on your next order. Anniversaries, birthdays, Janisek has you covered. Janisek Florist and Greenhouse, mailing out men since 1913.
Sure, it's hot outside now, but fall is just around the corner, and so is fall ball at the Strike Zone. Players of all ages are signing up for elite-level training right now, so don't miss the chance for the player in your life to get some extra work on the diamond this fall. You can sign up an individual player or partial or full teams right now at 402-398-1238, or check out StrikeZoneOmaha.com to find out why, if you train at the Strike Zone, you can compete anywhere.
What's better than smoked meats? Smoked meats and sweet treats. Get the 402 barbecue truck to come to your event or stop by 402 Barbecue's drive-thru at 84th and Spring today. Try Rob and Jimmy's favorite, it's the Cadillac. It's brisket and pork topped off with their world-famous smoked mac and cheese. Choose between one of their 6 handmade sauces to pair up with your favorite sandwich. Mention After Hours and the 402 Barbecue team will throw in a free soda with purchase.
Shop Woodhouse Place Hyundai and Nissan, 144th and Giles. KOZN, Bellevue, Omaha, Council Bluffs.
Jimmy's favorite rapper. Welcome back to the After Hours Lounge. I am Rob Love. Speaking of Jimmy, he's not in this evening. He's spending another week with his family, so we say shout out to him. We got Zach Santee filling in. Dan Campton turning down the music a little soon there, weren't you? You could have let that breathe a little bit.
Oh, not too much.
Well, we'll get it next time. This hour is brought to you by Iowa Western Community College, home of the Reavers. Follow all the championship sports action at GoReavers.com. Fall sports are underway at Iowa Western, folks. Get out. I plan to go out and see a couple games. Try to get out there. So you should too. Top 5 rushing attacks in the AFC for 2022. Do we all have a list?
You betcha.
All right.
Let's get them rolling.
I'll go first. My number 5 is Dan's Patriots. Simply because Bill Belichick runs the ball. He will always run the ball. If he could get rid of the wide receivers, I think he could. He would.
Yeah, he seems like the kind of guy that goes the single wing.
5 backs.
Whatever he's got to do to not throw it, he'll do it.
He'll do it. James White retired in the offseason. I believe he was their leading rusher for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, he's kind of always been their jack of all trades player.
Super Bowl MVP, wasn't he? The last year, Tom Brady.
I thought so. I thought it was like maybe 2 touchdowns. He caught.
He had a heck of a game. But
it was
yeah,
either him or Edelman. I can't remember which.
It was one of them. Yeah, I think it was Edelman. I'm not mistaken.
It was one of the two. I just couldn't remember which.
I'll look it up. So yeah, I got number 5. Your Patriots, Dan. Who would like to go next?
Dan, you want to go next?
Sure. Number 5 for me is the Indianapolis Colts.
Good call.
Can't really mess around too much with Jonathan Taylor in that backfield, man. After last season, he was kind of the one bright spot on that offense, especially. And I mean, he's going to have a pretty good quarterback handing it off to him, or tossing it out to him in the flats this year. So
Michael Pittman is a top 15 wide receiver in this league as well for them. So
he's developed really nicely, a lot more than I thought he was going to.
Beautiful rookie class they had from those guys. So,
it's. I mean, that's why they got the building blocks of where they got now.
Absolutely. What do you got for number 5?
I'm going to go with the old Buffalo Bills at 5.
Okay.
Singletary is a pretty explosive back. He's not really known
when he's healthy.
When he's healthy, and he's not really known for pounding between the tackles. So I'll be interested to see what they could do with him. But James Cook, the running back from Georgia, Dalvin Cook's brother, he's a guy I'm really excited about. I liked watching him at Georgia.
He was really good for Georgia.
I want to see him behind that line and lined up next to I can't think of his name. Quarterback.
Josh Allen.
There we go.
You read my mind. I was gonna say, Josh Allen to get you a couple games with 100 yards.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. You got those two in the backfield.
Definitely. My number 4 is the Cincinnati Bengals. Love Joe Mixon. I love his running style. He's just tough. He can run it between the tackles as well as get outside for a couple yards if he needs to. He can catch the ball. He's great on blitz pickup. He's one of Joe Burrow's saving graces behind that line with him. So I really like Joe Mixon in Cincinnati Bengals. What do you got for number 4 there, Dan?
Number 4 for me is the Baltimore Ravens. I think J.K. Dobbins can stay healthy this year. That'll be a pretty potent running attack just with him in general. But then when you have a quarterback that you have to respect and say, all right, is Lamar going to pass here, or is he going to, just tuck it and go?
Yeah.
I think you kind of have to respect that. And, it's another piece of your running attack that you really have that's going to be good.
Dobbins is a special player if he can stay healthy. He's one of those, smaller guys who you can utilize in a couple different areas. So I hope he can stay healthy this season and
he is as tall as he is wide, by the way. Just so you guys know.
Fire hydrant.
I went Cleveland. I didn't want to do it, but I went Cleveland.
Okay.
And the reason is I realized Watson's going to be out for 11 games. Great. Brissett, I think, can steady the ship. Like I was saying, if he can get him to 500 through 11, I think he's done his job.
Yes.
But with Nick Chubb, who's an absolute stud,
Kareem Hunt is still on. He wants to be traded.
He wants to be traded, or
still on the roster.
Yep, still on the roster. And then you got Dearness Johnson, who was the running back that filled in for them both last year, and I believe had a couple 100-yard rushing games.
Yeah, decent showing. Yeah. My number 3 is, as we mentioned a little bit earlier, Indianapolis Colts. Jonathan Taylor is awesome. Did he leave the NCAA as the all-time leading rusher his senior year?
No, I still
He got close.
He was up there.
Okay, yeah. Well, just I just wanted to give a picture of his pedigree.
Oh
right?
yeah, absolutely.
One of I'll give him top 3 backs in the league right now, in my opinion. He's a burner. And they have an excellent offensive line in Indianapolis. And that's why they brought Matt. They weren't afraid to bring Matt Ryan in there.
Just so he was 6th in
all-time rushing.
6th all-time with
Yeah.
6,174 yards.
He was up there, right?
Insane.
Yeah. And he's his first 2 seasons in the league, they say he's looking like a Hall of Fame style back.
He was a guy that I had no idea how he slipped to the second round.
Yeah.
And when he did slip, I was really hoping the Eagles could draft him just because I enjoyed watching him play in college
Right.
as much as it hurt
Yeah,
to watch him.
yeah.
But he's just he can do everything so well, and he's so smooth when he runs.
Yeah. Yes, he is. Dan, did you do your number 3?
Yes, I did.
Okay. My number 2.
No, I didn't.
You did
do my number 3. I wrote it
go ahead.
down.
Go ahead.
I
go
did
ahead.
it.
Yep.
I did my homework. The Cincinnati Bengals are my number 3 team.
All right.
Obviously, for all the things that you said earlier about Joe Mixon, just kind of, one saving grace behind that line. And then also, they got a pretty good backup in Samaje Perine as well.
Oh, P. Ryan is definitely 2 OU running backs, by the way. When's the last time you thought of they did give us Adrian Peterson. So I was
Yeah,
gonna
they
say, when did you think of OU as running back but no, they have produced some of the best running backs in the league.
They've had a
recent
good
history.
run, I will say.
Definitely. So we'll move on to number 2. I got the Cleveland. I actually have a tie at number 2. Excuse me. I have the Cleveland Browns. Obviously, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, whether he decides to stay on that team or not, as well as the Pittsburgh Steelers. Najee Harris, fabulous.
I completely forgot about Najee.
Yeah, and Tomlin likes to run the ball as well. He's hard nosed like that. And they don't know what they're going to have a quarterback. So might the running game be the only thing they really have? Although Kenny Pickett is looking like he is the goods.
So far, he is what's been advertised.
I still think Mitch Trubisky at least gets the start of the season. And whenever Pickett is ready and calling the right audibles in practice, they'll move him
throw
in.
Trubisky into the Wolves and then let Pickett get a few games.
Yep. Who you got there, Dan, for number 2?
Number 2 on my list is the Tennessee Titans.
Okay.
You don't mess with Derrick Henry in that backfield.
King Henry.
I mean, really, what more can you say? We've all seen pictures of Derrick Henry.
Stay healthy.
I would be,
That's what I'll say.
Stay healthy. I'd be scared to see him in a dark alley, in a well-lit room, in a classroom, in a police station, in a firehouse. I know he's going to take me out wherever. And I'm really excited, hopefully, to see at least a little bit maybe out of Hassan Haskins this year, that pick out of Michigan.
Yeah.
He was a bad man at Michigan. So
yeah, he was.
I mean,
big dude too.
You're sitting behind Derrick Henry. So I think, he'll be able to at least get something in there.
Yep.
If Derrick Henry, maybe needs a break at some point in time.
Right. What you got for number 2 there, Zach?
I'm going to go Baltimore between Lamar, J.K. Dobbins, and if Gus Edwards can get healthy again. That's a really strong backfield.
Yeah, he'll put his nose in between tackles.
I'm hoping that we get a little bit more throwing out of Lamar just to preserve some life on those legs.
Definitely, he does look better this preseason.
He does. He's a pretty well built dude. I think his development is going to go. Dobbins coming back is going to go a long way toward helping that development.
Absolutely. Real quick, so before we go to break, my number 1 is Baltimore. Obviously, I don't want him to lead the team in rushing again, but Lamar, that's just what he does. You let it.
He's dynamic.
You let a bird fly. You know what I mean? So
he's a peacock. You got to let him fly.
Somehow, some way between him and Dobbins and Gus Edwards, I think they will lead the AFC in rushing this season. Dan, real quick, your number 1?
Number 1, Cleveland Browns. Can't really mess around too much with Kareem Hunt and Joe Mixon in that backfield.
Fair.
It's a really good tandem to have, just, going back and forth.
Yep. And your number 1, Zach?
I went with Colts. Jonathan Taylor. That's all I got to say.
He's a beast. He can get it done. If you missed this segment, check it out at soundcloud.com/afterhours1620. That segment was brought to you by Janisek Florist and Greenhouse. If you're paying for overpriced flowers and plants and veggies at the hardware store, stop by Omaha's oldest greenhouse. Family owned since 1913, Janisek gives you more for your dollar. And Eric and the crew are going to give you a hail of a sale after last month's hailstorm. Stop by omaha-florist.com and use promo code 1620 early and often as you want to get $20 off your order today. We'll be right back with Dan's Man Cave right after these messages on 1620 The Zone.
I said you're such a sweet young thing, why you do this to yourself? She looked at me.
Hey everyone, Rob Love here for Caddyshack Bar and Grill. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at AfterHours6020 because Caddyshack is giving out free gift cards on Wednesdays. We're doing live remotes from the two great locations, 117th and Blondo and 181st and Harrison. And you can find out when by following us or at Caddyshack Omaha on Twitter. Caddyshack Bar and Grill, the official watering hole of After Hours on 1620 The Zone.
Your Omaha area forecast from the Godfather's Pizza Weather Center and KETV Newswatch 7 on 1620 The Zone.
Mostly clear and quiet as we head into your Monday night, expecting temperatures to fall into the mid-60s. After a mild start Tuesday, expect a couple of clouds by Tuesday morning, giving way to afternoon sunshine. Toasty with a high tomorrow of 91. I'm meteorologist Caitlin Harvey with KETV Newswatch 7.
At Iowa Western, your passion can quickly become your career. With more than 80 programs of study, we can put you on the right path to a rewarding career in just 2 years or less. Our caring admissions advisors and expert faculty are accessible and ready to help you find yourself and your career. Come explore your interests, your passion. Now is the time to be you at IW. Call 325-3277 today or log on at iwcc.edu.
Sure, it's hot outside now, but fall is just around the corner, and so is fall ball at the Strike Zone. Players of all ages are signing up for elite level training right now, so don't miss the chance for the player in your life to get some extra work on the diamond this fall. You can sign up an individual player or partial or full teams right now at 402-398-1238, or check out StrikeZoneOmaha.com to find out why, if you train at the Strike Zone, you can compete anywhere.
We all have that family member who doesn't check the weather and their car gets dinged up by hail, or they turn left on Dodge and bam, their car's in the shop. Well, stop over at 20th and Broadway next to Tobacco Hut in Council Bluffs at Jeff's Body Shop and mention you heard about them on After Hours. They'll take $100 off your visit, help meet your deductible, and get you back on the road tonight. Jeff's Body Shop, 20th and Broadway in Council Bluffs. Call to set up an appointment at 712-256-0552.
Cabinet Design Studios, the Metro's premier cabinet shop for your dream kitchen. Designers are on site to assist you with your complete kitchen remodel. Visit our showroom to select your cabinets, countertops, tile, plumbing, and lighting fixtures, and design your dream kitchen. Cabinet Design Studio is located at 146th and Industrial Road in Omaha. Visit cabinetsomaha.com for more information or call now to set up an appointment with a talented designer at 531-301-9550.
Did you forget your wife's birthday? Did this commercial remind you that it's tomorrow? No problem. Janisek Florist and Greenhouse has you covered. Head over to omaha-florist.com and use promo code 1620. Not only will Janisek Florist and Greenhouse make sure your order is there and make the missus believe you never forgot, but you can also use that promo code on your next order. Anniversaries, birthdays, Janisek has you covered. Janisek Florist and Greenhouse, bailing out men since 1913. What's better than smoked meats? Smoked meats and sweet treats. Get the 402 barbecue truck to come to your event or stop by 402 Barbecue's drive-thru at 84th and Spring today. Try Rob and Jimmy's favorite. It's the Cadillac. It's brisket and pork topped off with their world-famous smoked mac and cheese. Choose between one of their 6 handmade sauces to pair up with your favorite sandwich. Mention After Hours and the 402 Barbecue team will throw in a free soda with purchase.
You are listening to After Hours with Jimmy Allen on 1620 The Zone.
Welcome back to the After Hours Lounge. I'm Rob Love. We got Zach Santee filling in tonight, and we got Dan Campenden working the channels and the faders there. This hour is brought to you by Iowa Western Community College. Visit the college's beautiful campus in Council Bluffs and take a tour with our helpful admission staff. With more than 80 programs of study, you can be you at IW. Dan.
Hello.
We are guests in your man cave. What do you have for us to do this evening?
Well, we've got a couple activities, and I actually have a very important question that I was going to ask. And it came up, of course, during what I like to call my lunch thoughts. It's when I eat a sandwich and I let my mind drift for no reason.
Thoughts, lunch.
All right. So today, Luke McCaffrey, obviously, article came out that Luke McCaffrey has finally converted from quarterback to wideout and is already making a splash at the position at Rice. Does the entire McCaffrey family owe the Nebraska Cornhuskers an apology?
No, but I would just like to know what made them think he was a quarterback to begin with.
Yeah, I feel like somebody told them he was, and it's like anything. If one person tells you something, you can believe it at that point. You don't have to worry about it.
If you see it on the internet, you know
it's got to be true.
I guarantee you it was his dad. His dad was probably like, "Oh, this is my son that can really pitch the ball, and I would know. I played in the NFL as a wide receiver."
I saw one series of him. Okay, I saw one series. 2 of those plays were pass plays. He rolled out. He let the ball go. Spiral wasn't really in his vocabulary. I'm gonna just say that.
Was it echoes of Taylor Martinez throwing the ball or shot?
Better throwing motion than Taylor.
Just similar results.
But but now he's thank God he's in a more, for his sake, in a more suitable position for his skill set.
Yeah, because 2 coaching staff said, "You're probably not a quarterback, bud."
I mean,
what are you going to do? You live and learn, I guess.
Sometimes it takes, 2 or 3 get people to tell you, hey,
maybe this isn't for you.
This quarterback thing.
It's not working out for you, bud.
You don't have to be the guy, Luke.
Right.
I think that's the funny part because his brother obviously is a phenomenal athlete as a running back.
Could play probably any position he wants on the field.
Dad played receiver at a Hall of Fame level.
Yeah.
Maybe following those footsteps.
Did he play running back in high school though?
No, he was actually Luke McCaffrey was a quarterback in high school.
He was
as well.
a quarterback in high school.
And he was successful as a quarterback in high school. He won, I believe, 1 or 2 state championships.
Because I think he
then what
played
happened?
For his dad, didn't he?
Yeah, he played for his dad. That's
what
like
I
the
thought.
big that was the big story.
I gotta
of the
know.
whole
That's what I
time.
thought.
I gotta know what happened between the time he left high school. There's no way he threw the ball like that in high school and got looks. Or maybe, I don't know.
I feel like the defense may have gotten a little bit better.
Well,
and maybe he wasn't as polished as we all thought
I'd
because some
like-
of those windows aren't as big.
Yes. Once again, you're not faster, stronger. Everybody else is.
Exactly. Just notch it up a little bit.
I would like to know how many schools asked him if he'd be open to changing positions.
I think there were quite a few schools that wanted him as an athlete to come in and
Right.
play that
Right.
role. But that's why he came to Nebraska was the quarterback.
I'll say this.
Or opportunity to play it, I should say.
He may have just made Rice an extra win or 2 by switching positions.
Yeah, because I don't really want him throwing the ball. You can put him in a trick play position and then maybe do something with that, but just be an athlete, man.
Receiving the ball, you're one of the best, if not the best athlete on the field, period. Hands down.
So there's a running back from believe it was Tennessee. I believe his name was Jalen Hurd.
Okay.
Who was a 6'4", 240-pound running back.
Yes.
Converted his senior season to play receiver.
Yes.
His reasoning was so that I have a longer NFL shelf life.
And I'm guessing, given his dad's, he's like, yeah, because he's not as big as Christian.
No, he's
a
going
little
to be
bit
the
slight.
smallest
Yeah,
one
yeah.
out of them all. But
And don't they have? There's one more.
I think,
There's a littlest brother that's coming. He's in high school now, isn't he?
I think there is one
I'm not
more
mistaken.
because I think there's 4 of them.
Yeah. Oh wow, you're right. I
3,
think there may
4?
be another 2 to come through. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot
Big
of them.
family.
Yeah, huge.
Shout out to the McCaffreys. But no, to answer your question, Dan, no one needs to owe anyone an apology here. This is college football. This is where you realize, okay, yeah, I played quarterback in high school, but was I just a better athlete and was able to compensate for certain things that a quarterback is supposed to be able to do? And I just wasn't very proficient at those things.
So, quick question. Do you remember, this is going to take you back a little bit.
Right.
Do you remember the Noel Devine high school highlight film?
Oh, yes. It's still on YouTube.
So it's one of the
has
most
some
incredible
the
things
hits.
I've ever seen
Yes.
in my life.
Next to Reggie Bush's.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
So you
yes.
get, it's just the difference between high school and college, but
Exactly.
still doesn't mean it's not incredible to watch at the time.
Right. And Noel Devine in the NFL, I didn't quite,
But
you
man, you put the high school tape on, we're good.
it's good 25 minutes of good entertainment there if you're
Just
a football
insane.
junkie. But yeah, so shout out to the McCaffrey family. Hopefully they have a better season for the entire family involved. Hopefully Christian can stay healthy. And Luke,
and dad's up there coaching. So
exactly. Luke can get some numbers at a position he's natural at. If you missed Dan's Man Cave and want to check it out, listen to it at soundcloud.com/afterhour1620. That segment was brought to you by Jeff's Body Shop. If you left your car out of your garage again last week or last month when it hailed and your vehicle is dinged up, come see the guys at Jeff's. Stop by 15 South 20th Street in Council Bluffs today. They can work with you to meet your deductible and get you back on the road today. We'll be right back with Bellevue West QB Daniel Kaelin after his big game this past Friday, right after these messages on 1620 The Zone. Hey everyone, Rob Love here for Pyramid Roofing. If wind or hail took a toll on your roof last month, don't wait till next spring to get it replaced. Call the #1 roofer 11 years in a row, Pyramid Roofing at 402-502-9300. Have a local technician in the area come out, give you an estimate so you know who you were working with when your roof is getting replaced or fixed. Call Pyramid Roof today or check out pyramidroof.com.
At Iowa Western, your passion can quickly become your career. With more than 80 programs of study, we can put you on the right path to a rewarding career in just 2 years or less. Our caring admissions advisors and expert faculty are accessible and ready to help you find yourself and your career. Come explore your interests, your passion. Now is the time to be you at IW. Call 325-3277 today or log on at iwcc.edu.
Has wind or hail taken its toll on your roof or siding? Or would you just want to take some preventative action ahead of the seasonal storms? Go with local. Go with trusted. Go with Pyramid Roofing. Give Pyramid Roofing a call today and have Omaha's best roofer for the last 11 years come out and make sure there are no leaks or long-term lingering issues with your roof. Find out more at pyramidroof.com or call 402-502-9300.
PyramidRoof.com, never settle for less.
Did you forget your wife's birthday? Did this commercial remind you that it's tomorrow? No problem. Janisek Florist and Greenhouse has you covered. Head over to omaha-florist.com and use promo code 1620. Not only will Janisek Florist and Greenhouse make sure your order is there and make the missus believe you never forgot, but you can also use that promo code on your next order. Anniversaries, birthdays, Janisek has you covered. Janisek Florist and Greenhouse, bailing out men since 1913.
It's football season. Do you really want to spend your weekend doing the honey-do list? Grab a seat on the couch and call Ace Handyman Services at 402-702-7274. Let Ace Handyman Services come out, patch that drywall, mount that TV, and fix the fence so you don't have to chase Fido down the street while your team's QB is diving for a touchdown. Ace Handyman Services, 402-702-7274. Now serving Omaha and Lincoln.
When you think Caddyshack, you think about an unforgettable dining experience. Stop in Monday and get an $11.99 basket of ribs. Tuesdays are all about the New York strips. Celebrate a Wing Wednesday with After Hours, or grab some prime rib and a baked potato for just $11.99 on Fridays. Want to catch some live football on Sundays? Stop in and grab any burger and domestic draft beer or soda for just $11.99. Caddyshack has 2 great locations, off 117th and Blondo and 180th in Harrison. Caddyshack, the official watering hole of After Hours on 1620 The Zone. Cabinet Design Studios, the Metro's premier cabinet shop for your dream kitchen. Designers are on site to assist you with your complete kitchen remodel. Visit our showroom to select your cabinets, countertops, tile, plumbing, and lighting fixtures, and design your dream kitchen. Cabinet Design Studio is located at 146th and Industrial Road in Omaha. Visit cabinetsomaha.com for more information, or call now to set up an appointment with a talented designer at 531-301-9550.
We all have that family member who doesn't check the weather and their car gets dinged up by hail, or they turn left on Dodge and bam, their car's in the shop. Well, stop over at 20th and Broadway next to Tobacco Hut in Council Bluffs at Jeff's Body Shop and mention you heard about them on After Hours. They'll take $100 off your visit, help meet your deductible, and get you back on the road tonight. Jeff's Body Shop, 20th and Broadway in Council Bluffs. Call to set up an appointment at 712-256-0552.
Sure, it's hot outside now, but fall is just around the corner, and so is fall ball at the Strike Zone. Players of all ages are signing up for elite level training right now, so don't miss the chance for the player in your life to get some extra work on the diamond this fall. You can sign up an individual player or partial or full teams right now at 402-398-1238, or check out StrikeZoneOmaha.com to find out why, if you train at the Strike Zone, you can compete anywhere.
Now back to After Hours with Jimmy Allen on 1620 The Zone.
There we go with a little bump music. Welcome back to the After Hours Lounge. I am Rob Love. We got Zach Santee filling in tonight and Dan Campbell running the faders there. This hour is brought to you by Iowa Western Community College, home of the Reavers. Follow all of the championship sports action at GoReavers.com. Fall sports are underway at Iowa Western. We are blessed to have a special interview with Bellevue West's own quarterback, Daniel Kaelin. Daniel, how are you doing this evening? Excuse me.
I'm doing well. I'm happy to be back on the show.
Awesome. Yes, you are an official friend of the show here. We got a few questions for you, Daniel, and we know your time is precious on a Monday night, so we'll get right into it. You did a number on number 15 Creighton Prep this past Friday, 23 of 34 for 269 yards and 4 touchdowns. Were you surprised Coach decided to put the ball in the air 34 times?
Definitely not. I think this summer, just seeing the way our team was looking with the speed that we have outside, there was no question, I think, going in that we were obviously going to throw the ball a lot. Now, 34 is a lot of times, but obviously, I'm not complaining. I'd love to throw the ball as much as possible, but I wasn't surprised at all.
Your junior wide receiver, Isaiah McMorris, and you had a heck of a night. 7 catches, 125 yards, 1 touchdown. Davon Hall as well, 70 yards and a touchdown. Kyril Jordan and Gio Contreras as well. It seems like you guys are pretty content spreading the ball around quite a bit. Is that kind of the game plan for the years, just to get those the playmakers involved?
Yeah, for sure. A big thing about our offense is, we're not picking who we're throwing to before the play. We have reads, we have concepts and stuff like that. So I think we had 4 receivers. I think Gio did 2 with at least 5 catches. So, there's no one we're going to be targeting specifically. I know I got confidence in everyone that's on the field that they can make a play, and I think they showed that in the game last Friday. I mean, on that last drive, I was throwing just some short routes, and Isaiah and Kyril, they're just making plays, making guys miss. So I'm comfortable with anybody that's out there that they can get the job done, and we're not targeting a receiver. We're going to whoever's open on each play.
We're here this evening with Bellevue West quarterback Daniel Kaelin. Daniel, only 13 yards on the total rushing against Prep's big D line. Is there going to be a focus this week against Omaha North to try to get more of a balance offensively against the Vikings?
Yeah. What we were happy about was that when we needed, there was 2 first downs where we needed a few yards, and we did get those on some short yardage run plays. But we definitely have a little bit of a more focus. We had a little walkthrough today, simpling down a little bit some stuff with the run game, but just focusing on it. But yeah, it's important to be balanced. We don't want to be one-dimensional. And Bellevue West football, I think, over the last couple of years has been extremely successful in both aspects of the offense. So that's something we'll definitely focus on going forward.
Daniel, you guys had a huge second quarter and then kind of struggled to get into the end zone in the second half until the game winner in the fourth. What kind of adjustments were made, going forward to kind of help you guys get back on track or, kind of get that offense where you want it to be?
Yeah, there weren't too many crazy adjustments. It was really just execution. Just some really small things like that fourth down that we barely missed, and then barely underthrowing a deep route to Kyrell on the second drive in the third quarter. So it's really just execution, little things that could have opened up the game a lot more for us, and we didn't capitalize on them. So it wasn't necessarily big like changes in the schemes or anything. We really just had to execute, and luckily our defense kept us in it and gave us that chance at the end of the game to go down there and win it, and we made it happen when it mattered.
Awesome. You guys have a tough schedule this season with, obviously no easy games in any of these weeks, especially early in the season.
Yep.
As a quarterback, do you find yourself watching more film to see where you can improve as a QB week to week, or are you soaking in more of what the other defense is doing against similar looks that you and your teammates may offer them in that coming game?
Yeah, so at Bell West, what I think Coach Huffman does a great job of is every single practice we record, and then his free time during the day or after practice at night, he writes up notes just on practice. So I think there's a good mix. I think during the day, during school, I try to watch as much opponent film as I can. And then sometimes at night when he gets the notes done, I'll watch notes of practice. And then obviously it's only been 1 week, but right after the game, the weekend I think is really important to soak up and learn as much as I can from the week before. So I think that's where I'll watch as much film as possible from the game before. But as far as the upcoming week is obviously more important at this point. Like, obviously we got the win last week, but that doesn't matter anymore. Now we have Omaha North, so it's important to make sure we know what we're doing against them. And during the week, I probably watch a little bit more opponent film than film from the last week.
What anything in particular that you're looking? Not that you want to give any secrets away, obviously, to the opposing team. But is there anything in particular that when you are looking at film that you're looking for, maybe for your teammates, maybe for Davon, maybe for Gio? Is there anything any way that you help them out while you're watching film as well?
Yeah, like when we're watching film during the week, we'll text each other all the time, like, hey, watch this play or watch this. Their safety rolls down and we run trips on third down, just little things like that. But I think we're at Bellevue West, it really helps us is Coach Huffman and how experienced he is. He always puts in such a great game plan every week. He puts us in the best position to be successful. And he has an amazing eye for film. Like, I learned a lot of stuff when we watch film together from him because he's been doing it for so long. So right. I think our team as a whole, we watch a lot of film, we talk about it, but the best advice that we get as a team comes from Huffman for sure. And he puts us in like I said, the best position possible.
Definitely has a lot of experience. Daniel, thank you very much for hopping on with us at late notice this evening. Good luck this weekend against the Vikings, and we'll definitely have you on some other time.
Thank you. Yep, anytime. Appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you very much. If you missed this segment, check it out at soundcloud.com/afterhour1620. This segment was brought to you by the Strike Zone Omaha. Help your son or daughter this summer by getting them a little extra help on the diamond. Joe and his team at the Strike Zone focus on all skills during the summer camps. They can improve your players' pitching, hitting, and even field work, and can help them get ready for the next level, whatever that may be. Call 402-398-1238 or check out StrikeZoneOmaha.com to register the player in your life today. We'll be right back with our nightly picks right after these messages on 1620 The Zone.
I say she never cared and that she never will. Do it all again. I guess I'll have to wait until then. If I get somewhere.
At Iowa Western, your passion can quickly become your career. With more than 80 programs of study, we can put you on the right path to a rewarding career in just 2 years or less. Our caring admissions advisors and expert faculty are accessible and ready to help you find yourself and your career. Come explore your interests, your passion. Now is the time to be you at IW. Call 325-3277 today or log on at iwcc.edu.
Could your company use a fresh new marketing plan for the second half of 2022? Pixel Fire Marketing has your back. From a redesigned logo to a new website to targeting your ideal clients through audience targeting or social media marketing, Pixel Fire Marketing is your online marketing partner. If you're ready to put your best marketing foot forward, visit pixelfiremarketing.com today to take the next step. That's pixelfiremarketing.com.
Has wind or hail taken its toll on your roof or siding? Or would you just want to take some preventative action ahead of the seasonal storms? Go with local. Go with trusted. Go with Pyramid Roofing. Give Pyramid Roofing a call today and have Omaha's best roofer for the last 11 years come out and make sure there are no leaks or long-term lingering issues with your roof. Find out more at pyramidroof.com or call 402-502-9300.
PyramidRoof.com, never settle for less.
When you help a child, you never know what that child may someday accomplish. They may someday find a cure for cancer, or start a shelter for the homeless, or write a timeless children's book that inspires generations of other young minds, or simply become good mothers, fathers, teachers, and mentors. At Kiwanis International, our clubs help millions of children worldwide every year through service projects, including college scholarships, Special Olympics, Children's Miracle Network, and thousands of other community-based programs. In fact, Kiwanis-sponsored programs result in over 6.2 million volunteer service hours performed and $107 million distributed annually. But the most satisfying aspect for our members is that we achieve all this, one child at a time. Kiwanis International. One can make a difference. But one can make a difference.
Sure, it's hot outside now, but fall is just around the corner, and so is fall ball at the Strike Zone. Players of all ages are signing up for elite level training right now, so don't miss the chance for the player in your life to get some extra work on the diamond this fall. You can sign up an individual player or partial or full teams right now at 402-398-1238, or check out StrikeZoneOmaha.com to find out why, if you train at the Strike Zone, you can compete anywhere.
We all have that family member who doesn't check the weather and their car gets dinged up by hail, or they turn left on Dodge and bam, their car's in the shop. Well, stop over at 20th and Broadway next to Tobacco Hut in Council Bluffs at Jeff's Body Shop and mention you heard about them on After Hours. They'll take $100 off your visit, help meet your deductible, and get you back on the road tonight. Jeff's Body Shop, 20th and Broadway in Council Bluffs. Call to set up an appointment at 712-256-0552.
So, how are the kids?
Well, Emily made the honor roll.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah, we're really proud of her. Tyler, on the other hand, though.
What's going on?
He's been moody lately, just feeling down and not like himself.
Oh, we've been there. Nick was struggling last spring. He was so anxious and stressed.
Really? What helped?
Well, he joined the soccer team. And ever since, he's been a lot happier. He has more energy, he's less stressed, and he's definitely in a better mood at home. It's made a huge difference.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad he's getting out of the house, he's getting some exercise, and he's off his phone for once. It's been good for his mental health.
Sounds like it's been good for your mental health, too.
Participating in Nebraska high school sports improves students' physical and mental health. Encourage your son or daughter to get involved. This message presented by the NSAA and the Nebraska State Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
It's football season. Do you really want to spend your weekend doing the honey-do list? Grab a seat on the couch and call Ace Handyman Services at 402-702-7274. Let Ace Handyman Services come out, patch that drywall, mount that TV, and fix the fence so you don't have to chase Fido down the street while your team's QB is diving for a touchdown. Ace Handyman Services, 402-702-7274. Now serving Omaha and Lincoln.
Football season is right around the corner, and with 2 convenient locations, you're not going to find a better spot to catch the game than Caddyshack. Stop by our location on 117th and Blondo or 180th and Harrison for all the college and pro football action you can handle. Tuesdays are all-day happy hour, and you can get $1 off everything. Wednesdays are 16-ounce draws for just $1.50, and Sundays we have $5 bomb shots all day long. So come out and catch your favorite team at Caddyshack.
What's better than smoked meats? Smoked meats and sweet treats. Get the 402 barbecue truck to come to your event or stop by 402 Barbecue's drive-thru at 84th and Spring today. Try Rob and Jimmy's favorite. It's the Cadillac. It's brisket and pork topped off with their world-famous smoked mac and cheese. Choose between one of their 6 handmade sauces to pair up with your favorite sandwich. Mention After Hours and the 402 Barbecue team will throw in a free soda with purchase.
Now back to After Hours with Jimmy Allen on 1620 The Zone.
He shoots the right song and he scores. Dan Campion with the game winner. Welcome back to the After Hours Lounge. I am Rob Love. We got Zach Santee filling in tonight and Dan Campion playing all the right music at closing time. This hour is brought to you by Iowa Western Community College. Visit the college's beautiful campus in Council Bluffs and take a tour with their helpful admission staff. With more than 80 programs of study, you can be you at IW. Fellas, I have our nightcap tally from, was it Thursday night we were on?
It was Thursday night.
It was Thursday? Dan, you had a heck of a night.
You bet I did.
3-0. Woo. You had the Nats for the Washington Nationals. They beat up on whoever they played. You also had your Patriots.
They whooped up.
They whooped up whoever they played. I didn't even look. I just saw they were there. The Patriots was in bold, and I saw the score.
Oh yeah. I can't remember who they played, but
they
yeah, I
won.
was like, I think it was Carolina.
Was
and
it
I was
Carolina?
like, yeah, I think it was
Okay.
Carolina, and I was like, oh, easy.
And your Tottenham Hotspur
Yeah, baby.
beat up on the who was it?
I believe they played like
Some-
West Ham or
So
something like
West
that.
Hampton, yeah, some team is going to get relegated soon. It doesn't matter. Like my team, Man U, they're going to get relegated too. I never thought I'd ever see that in my lifetime, but it's looking closer and closer each day. So yeah, Dan had a heck of a night. Alex, he had Atlanta in the during show bet. They pulled that game out. He also had the Seahawks, who they took the L Thursday night. And then one to be determined bet of 2.5 weeks for Dan's book report. I don't even know what is the book he's talking about?
So the book that Drake is talking about is called Dark Matter by Blake Crouch.
I know of Dark Matter, the topic.
Yes.
Within the science world.
And it's he described it as a science fiction book that
Okay.
he said is a pretty easy read, and I can happily report
Drake also can't read, so I would not really take advantage.
Well, he said it. I mean, hey, Zach, he said it was an easy read, so it must be a really easy read.
It's a picture book. That's all it is. It's
Should
a
we
picture
start
book.
a book club? After hours.
The After Hours Book Club?
That'd be awesome. So yeah, Alex went 1-1 and a to be determined. I went 1-2, not the greatest. I took the Padres. They got beat up. That's who the Nats played, I believe. So
It is,
the,
yes.
The Nats beat the Padres. I did, however, take the under of 8 runs in that game, so that came through. I think they only had 4 or 5 runs. And then the Seattle Storm, Sue Bird and the Storm, they won the game, but they only won by 3, and the line was 4. So I took the L in that as well, 1-2. This evening, who would like to go first?
Ooh, me.
Can't be me
ooh,
because I don't even know what I'm picking yet. So go ahead, Dan.
All right. So, in a little bit of baseball action tonight,
Yep.
Miami Marlins are at the Oakland Athletics tonight.
Oakland Alameda Stadium.
Yes, sir. And would you believe it? I'm picking the Marlins in that one.
Really? On the road?
You know,
All the way to the West Coast.
I've learned anything. If I've learned anything over the past, couple months of actually, betting on stuff and fake betting on stuff and whatnot, just bet against the Athletics, and you're kind of going to be safe most of the time. Hopefully tonight,
They're a decent team at home.
They are, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm confident in it.
I wonder what that flight is like from Miami to Seattle, Oakland, same region.
That sounds terrible. Just
That's
absolutely
the
awful.
actual the longest trip. One of the longest.
That is my hell right there.
That is like 6 hours, isn't it?
It's got to be
minimum
without a connecting flight.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Don't even mention that. Did you give us all three of your picks?
That was only one.
Just one. Jeez, my bad. Go ahead.
All
we
right.
got time.
Tomorrow night, the Atlanta Braves are taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yes,
and
they are.
I would like the Atlanta Braves in that one.
Good pick.
Make Rob Love proud.
Yes.
And then also tomorrow night, the New York Liberty are taking on the Chicago Sky. And
playoffs.
I want to take the Liberty at that one. They're at home. So we'll see how that goes.
All right. Solid picks. What do you got tonight, Zach?
I'm gonna go 3 baseball. I'm just gonna go money line on all of them.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Cards over the Cubs because I was just at the White Sox game, which didn't go
Which
great,
is in the
so-
bottom of the third, 0-0 game.
Yep. So I'm
Fair.
gonna go with that one. I know it started pretty soon.
It's all good.
Sorry, Dan. I got to go with the opposite here. I am gonna go with the Athletics.
There you go.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna finish up. I'll go with Milwaukee over
Really?
LA.
Okay.
A little bit. Of an
LA
upset.
is a little dinged up right now. The pitching staff, Walker Buehler, once again, he's out for the rest of the season.
Hoping they're catching him at the right time.
Brewers, they're strong. They had a little rally cry from their locker room earlier today. Players are saying that the front office gave up. When they traded Josh Hader to the Padres. So
Not a great look, but what can you do?
maybe they can finish strong. In that NL Central race there. I'm going to take two. I'm going to take 3 picks within the 2 baseball games left this evening. I am also going to take the Oakland Athletics at home tonight. They are a plus 150. That's the thing, Dan. The Marlins are not that big of a favorite to be, I'm like, Miami, they're 52-69, but they're not a huge favorite at only minus 155. So I'm going to take Oakland as well. And I'm also going to take the under of 7 runs in the over and under in that one. And then in the nightcap final game, West Coast, Brewers at Dodgers. I'm going to take the Dodgers, of course. I just think that offensively, they're still a juggernaut. They got Julio Urias on the bump tonight, going up against Eric Lauer. I've never heard of Eric Lauer. He's 8-5 with a 3.58 ERA. Urias, though, 2.4 ERA with 0.98 ERA with hitters in position. Oof. Urias is dealing. I swear to God, he seems like, I swear, not to God. Apologize. I swear, he pitched like 3 games in a row. Every time I watch a Dodgers game, he's on the bump.
It feels like it, doesn't it?
It's crazy. That's how hurt they are in their rotation right now. So yeah, I'll take the Dodgers. I'll take the Athletics and the under in the Marlins Athletics game. Guys, we got a little extra time here to chat.
A little
banter. What's everybody got planned this weekend?
I'll be here. I'll be here on Saturday.
Yes, you will be here Saturday morning. Hey, I failed to give the phone number to the show out. 402-951-1620. I know it's late in the show, but you can still give us a call. Also, retweet our show After Hours at 1620 at After Hours 1620. Retweet. Remember, Wednesday nights we won't be back until Thursday night this week. But remember, Wednesday nights, retweet our picture of our chicken wings, and you could potentially win a $25 gift card to any of our Caddyshack partnership locations. Once again, that's the show for this evening. If you missed our picks and want to check them out, listen to them at soundcloud.com/afterhours1620. That segment was brought to you by Ace Handyman Services. We just gave you some picks. And if you want to be able to enjoy watching those games instead of doing the honeydew list around the house, call today, 402-702-7274. Have Turner and the guys come hang that drywall, replace that broken piece on the deck, or repair your fence so you don't have to chase the dog down the street. Ace Handyman, 402-702-7274. For Dan Campen and Zach Santee, I'm Rob Love. Have a great evening, folks.
At Iowa Western, your passion can quickly become your career. With more than 80 programs of study, we can put you on the right path to a rewarding career in just 2 years or less. Our caring admissions advisors and expert faculty are accessible and ready to help you find yourself and your career. Come explore your interests, your passion. Now is the time to be you at IW. Call 325-3277 today or log on at iwcc.edu.
Has wind or hail taken its toll on your roof or siding? Or would you just want to take